Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for all things beauty, hair, fashion, and lifestyle. It's your girl, Lady M, and in today's video, it's gonna be all about the best of beauty. I'm gonna be sharing with you my top 21 beauty products from 2021. Those were launches that I used over and over that I was loving. And I'm gonna sprinkle in some honorable mentions. But all these products were part of what came out in 2021 and what we were all loving and raving about. But before I give you the tea and the rundown, if you aren't already subscribed, then make sure you take the time to hit that subscribe button down below. While you're there, turn on your notification bells to be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, let's go and get into the top 21 beauty products of 2021. Let's go. All right, so I'm so excited to be sharing some of my favorite products from 2021 with you guys. So I'm not even gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the video. And of course, we're kind of gonna go from head to toe in the video, but I'm gonna start out obviously by sharing my favorite foundation products that came out in 2021 that I was really, really loving. So I have 3 products, that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys, and they're all in the same family of products that are called tints. So they weren't really foundations, they were marketed as skin tints. And of course, the first one we have is the Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint, the EAZE Drop Blurring Skin Tint. So that one is the first one that I used nonstop in 2021. I love the fact that it was lightweight, that it was blurring. I even did a whole video comparing this one with another product that I'm gonna mention next. So I really loved it. I love the packaging. I love the ease of applying, you know, just basically swiping it onto the skin. So be sure to check out my video that I did a full review demo on this product, but I repurchased it in 2021 and I used it a lot when even after it first came out. It was something that I was reaching for all the time. So that was one of my favorite products in 2021 as far as the foundation category. It's not really foundation, but it's foundation. Okay, so next up is the GLOWISH by Huda Beauty, and this is the Multi-Dew Skin Tint, and this one is what we're talking about here. So this was another favorite of mine. I used it hard in the beginning when it first came out. Like I said, I compared that one with the Fenty Skin Tint. They both were very similar. The major difference was that the Fenty was so good at making my skin look amazing. It blurred. It was very lightweight, and I would say the only thing missing really was that they did not have any SPF. But I still wear SPF anyway outside of my foundations, so that wasn't really like a big thing for me. But if you're gonna be a skin tint, then you know you should kind of have some SPF going on. So that was missing, but this was my fave. I also love just, again, the packaging, very simple. And you can see it has the little pump that you would just pump to be able to get the products out. So I totally loved this product. Used it pretty much all summer. And then the next category, the next product in the category is definitely from Yves Saint Laurent. And this was something new that came out towards the end of 2021 or maybe like fall. And this is their Bare Look tint. So this is what it looks like. Packaging, again, so pretty, so sleek. All of these are very easy to use, easy to travel with. And again, has the little tip. So it's just easy to just apply on the face. Now, this slowly took over and became a favorite that I was loving it a lot more than the GLOWISH and the Fenty. So I was using this hard towards the end of the year as well. Really stopped wearing foundation, and these were just what I was wearing most of 2021. Obviously, we're wearing masks, and you know, I didn't really want to waste time putting on a full face. So these were products that I was reaching for all the time that gave me foundation vibes, but were more lightweight and more on, you know, the no makeup look or your skin but better kind of look. So this was amazing and some of my absolute fave. Okay, so still sticking in the foundation category, but now I'm gonna talk about powder foundation because these were what I would say my jam was. I use these heavily in rotation, and it's these two products here. One of them is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. That's that bad boy right there. And then the other one is the One Size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder. Now, I'm gonna show you how much I use this because I don't think that I have hit pan on a lot of products, but see that? It is empty. And every time I have gone to repurchase this, it's been sold out. Well, that particular shade has been sold out. So this and the Fenty is literally what I have been using all 2021. And I just love the coverage. It's like you know, a liquid foundation, but just in the powder format. You can kind of see right there, I've hit pan in the center. That just shows you how much I have used this. And I have repurchased the Fenty plenty of times because it was the only thing that I have been wearing, slapping it on with my concealer, and I put on mascara and I'm gone to work. So for work, this is absolutely what I have been using and loving. And even on the days that I'm just wanting something on, I'll put this on, put on bronzer, put on blush, put on lashes, and it looks like I have on a full face of liquid foundation. So yes, love, love, love. So the other powder that I have been loving is the Gucci Poudre de Beauté, if I'm even saying that right. So this is another powder oh my gosh, how did that get messy like that? This is another powder foundation. It's not a powder foundation, it's more like a powder, but I use it to set my under eye. It kind of replaced my Studio Fix from MAC because I used to use that under my eyes, and that's what I was using. So that is the little poof that comes with it. And then you have the powder, and you guys can see that I have been using this because there it goes in the center that I have hit pan. Used it, I haven't repurchased it, but it pretty much lasts me from the time that it launched up until now. I've been using it, and so it's been lasting me for a pretty long time. Definitely something that I will repurchase. They have, I want to say like 8 or 9 or 10. This is shade 10, and I still feel like they have like a 15. So there's plenty of shades that goes with this that you can even use this on the face. I don't use it on my face. I just mainly use it in here. Wherever I apply my concealer, that's where I use that product. So fave, love, love. So that's the face category, foundation category, powder category. So now let's get into blushes. And I was like, thank you, Auntie Pat. Thank you, Pat McGrath, for giving us blushes, because that was the most anticipated launch of 2021, and she did not disappoint. Like, these blushes are everything. I have 2 of them that I pretty much use mostly. I have Electric Bloom, which is this nice coral kind of color. Love. But my hands down best favorite one of all time of all time, is Paradise Venus. This shade right here is everything, okay? I use it no matter what. It's like a neutral color blush, and I use it all the time. So I do own all the blushes. I picked them up when they came out. And I also have the blush palette that came out with the holiday collection. So love these. Definitely one of the best launches of 2021, and they did not disappoint. They're soft, pigmented, a little bit goes a long way, and some of them even have that glow finish. So I know she has like satin matte, and the satins actually have a little bit of glow to them. So it's a blush in the collection for everyone. So yeah, I haven't really deviled much into some of the other colors because Paradise Venus is just it, and I use it all the time. But definitely, if you haven't tried any of Pat McGrath blushes, I don't know what you're waiting for. You need to go ahead and get you some. Okay, other blushes that I was digging in 2021 is definitely from LYS. They have their cream blushes, and I think I have 3 shades. 2. I have Self Love and I have Empower, and Self Love is gonna be that neutral tone, and then Empower is that nice, rich fall color vibes. Now, these are beautiful, pigmented. They blend amazingly into the skin. They look nice. They don't just sit on top of the skin. I mean, and I'm not really one for cream blushes, but I do have to say that I really, really enjoyed. Not only that, I just love the packaging. Like LYS came on the scene and did their thing. Foundation, setting powder, bronzers, lip oil, and blushes, like they came through. And they recently came out with some highlighters, and that's an honorable mention. But those were amazing as well. I actually just used or tried one of the liquid highlighters, and I have to say that I was pretty impressed. So I haven't played with them enough, but those are also some amazing launches that came out of 2021. Okay, next blush category. These are a little bit on the pricey side, but I have to say that they were still beautiful. And this is the Hermes blushes. I picked up 2 of the shades. I picked up 54 and 61. Also did a video on these, so be sure to check out the video to see my thoughts, my impressions, like first impressions live as I was applying these blushes. So I have to say that they were pretty pigmented. They almost reminded me of Pat McGrath blushes as far as the application, how they wore. I'm just trying to open up one to show you. So you would look at that and you would think that will not work on dark skin, but it did. Pigmented, beautiful, a little bit pricey, but if you can splurge, I definitely say splurge, try it out. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so moving on from blushes, we're gonna get into bronzers, and I have 4 bronzers that were just mind-blowing faves that I used over and over and over throughout 2021. First up is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpting Stick, and this one is in the shade Dark Deep. Love this bronzer, cream bronzer. I use this every time I do my makeup. I love it. Blends beautifully. It's not muddy. It's not red. It's just amazing color, tone, and everything. This product came out after I did my bronzer video. So this came out later in 2021. But if you're interested in some of my favorite bronzers for dark skin, then check out my bronzer video, because that is an amazing video just to get you started on what bronzers and what they would look like if your skin tone is similar to mine. But love this Makeup by Mario bronzer. My second favorite bronzer that I could not stop using is the Dior Forever Natural Bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep Bronze. First of all, the packaging is lit. It's everything that you could ever think of. It's soft, just amazing. And then this is the bronzer. You can see there, I did put a little dent in this because I was going really heavy with this bronzer when it first came out. So yes, that was my second favorite bronzer. My other bronzer that I was reaching for the whole 2021 was the LYS bronzer, and it is in the shade Strength, which is the dark shade. So you can also see, homegirl, I put a dent up in this jump. So that's the bronzer. Definitely love it, definitely worth it. I mean, I'm wearing it today. And it just, it's not red, it's not muddy, it's just a neutral, perfect bronzer that will just give you everything that you need. Okay, and last bronzer that I want to mention is also from Huda Beauty. This is the GLOWISH bronzer, and this is the Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder, and this is in the shade Rich. This bronzer came out with the Tint, the MULTIDEW Skin Tint, and I used those two products, did a whole video on that, and I love this bronzer. It's perfect for the summertime. So this is what I was rocking in the summertime because it was perfect for summer, and then I still would reach for either my Dior or my LYS. So that rounds out the whole face category. So we talked about foundation, we talked about blushes, and we talked about bronzer. If you're not a blush person, I got you, because we talk about some bronzers. And if you love blushes and bronzer, I also got you. So now let's transition. I'm gonna do my honorable mentions because this is not an eyeshadow. I'm not including eyeshadows in this video, but I have to make an honorable mention because I think that this was also two palettes that I used nonstop, maybe three. But these are just honorable mentions. These are not part of my 21 products, but I just wanted to share them. This was the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey Christmas collection. That is what we're talking about here. And this palette is everything. I use this hardcore in the beginning. And then her Utopian Dreams, that was also another palette that I was reaching for really heavy. And then the other palette is, of course, the Natasha Denona Retro palette. That was also another favorite of mine because I love those hues, that burgundies. That's like some of my favorite shades. So those were probably three palettes that I used, and they all came out towards the end of the year. But those were some of my favorite palettes, just honorable mentions. So now let's get back on track, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of body care. And I would be remiss if I did not talk about the Butter Drop Whipped Oil Body Cream from Fenty Beauty. As you can see, I have put a dent in this. I think this is my third body cream that I have purchased, and I cannot say enough about this. Amazing product, love it. It melts into the skin, it smells good, it's soft. It makes my skin so soft and supple. Yo, Fenty, I don't know what y'all got up in here, but it smells amazing and it's everything. So if you haven't tried it, I recommend that you go ahead and get you one. And the amazing thing that I like about this is that it's refillable. You just have to buy the refills. So you just basically pop that out, voila, and then you can go ahead and get that. So yeah, you'll be able to go ahead and get that. So definitely worth it, and I love that it is recyclable. Rihanna cares about, you know, the earth. The next product that I have is a body wash, and this is the Necessaire body wash, and this one is the eucalyptus one. Look, I love smelling like I am at the spa, so definitely worth it. Smells amazing. I feel squeaky clean whenever I use that body wash, and I smell divine. So definitely two of my favorite body products that I have repurchased in 2021. I don't know if the Necessaire really launched in 2021, but I know that it started trending in 2021 heavily in the US market. So definitely something to check out. They have other products in the Necessaire body wash. They have a fragrance-free one. So if you're into no fragrance, you can use that. And they have a sandalwood scent, and then of course the eucalyptus scent. All right, so let's get into a little bit of skincare. I'm not talking about serums or anything like that. I'm just talking about products that I just would reach for all the time. And the first product, again, is another one from Fenty Beauty. And this is the, I don't even know what it's called, but it's their moisturizer. Oh, if I take it out, it says. So this is the Fenty Skin Hydra Visor Invisible Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. Again, refillable, so you keep the original container and you just purchase the refills. Now, this is the moisturizer that I use during the daytime because it has the SPF, and I use this and then I go in with my powder foundation. That's typically my morning routine, daytime routine that I wear every day. I love it. It's lightweight. It gives me a nice glow. It sits beautifully on the skin. And of course, it has SPF 30 in it. Now, I do go in with my moisturizer with my sunscreen on top of that. So I always protect my skin by wearing sunscreen. And my favorite sunscreen is definitely this one from Tula Skincare. It's their Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel. Broad spectrum SPF 30. It has UVA and UVB protection. So that is one of my favorites sunscreens that I do use with the Fenty Skin. The next thing that I also use, this is not something that is that I would say in the face category, is the setting spray. And this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and this is Party All Day, Stay All Night setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. You can see that it's pretty much finito. This is probably my second one, and I have another one that I picked up that I will use whenever I run out. This thing is amazing for locking you down, setting your makeup, doesn't budge, doesn't go anywhere. So this one was a favorite and it was a hit. So thank you, Charlotte, for that product. And then I'm gonna go into, I'm skipping the last category, but I have an honorable mention because this is not something new, but this was something that I found myself reaching for a lot because of the mask that we were wearing. And this is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. And what I liked about this, it smells amazing, but what it did for me was help me to not have a lot of breakouts from wearing the mask. It does have some antibacterial properties in it, and so I would spray this and then I would put on my mask. I even have one that I keep in my purse. So this was something that I love. They did come out with new scent in 2021, so I guess it is the 2021 launch. But this is something that I absolutely loved in 2021. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to not the final, I have one more category, but we're gonna finish off the makeup. And I'm gonna share two things in the lip category that took but took everything, like took us by surprise. First up, Fashion Fair made a comeback in 2021, and I would be remiss if I did not mention their amazing lip products. The colors were beautiful. The product itself is beautiful. The packaging is 10 out of 10, like just gold bottle, gold packaging with just the right background, the FF for Fashion Fair. These lipsticks, creamy, buttery, but had a lot of pigment, okay? So that was just beautiful. I love how pigmented they were. They didn't slide and slip all over your face, and the colors were dark skin friendly. Like, hello, for us, by us, yes. So that was totally a hit in 2021. I also did a video on Fashion Fair with their foundation products. I mean, they had like everything that you need to do your face. I only picked up a couple things and I tried them. So be sure to check that out. And then lastly, Fenty Beauty, Rihanna came through with the cream, the Gloss Bomb cream colors. I got all the shades because these things are everything. And then she was like, oh, but wait, I got more. And then she came out with the plumpers, the heat. So these was fire. I got all the shades and I love the cream. I don't even really wear the original glosses anymore because I love the heat, and that is what I use as my glosses. And I know we're in mass, so I'm not really, I haven't really been wearing a lot of lipsticks, but when I am going out and having on a full face, I've been loving these glosses to put on top of my lippies. So Fenty, thank you. Fashion Fair, thank you for coming through. And then we have come to the end, guys. And these are some fragrances. These are two fragrances that I have been loving. The first one is Hermes Twilly, and it's the Oud Ginger. So this, take a minute just to look at the packaging, like just beautiful, divine, love, love, love. Smells amazing, has ginger in it, has a little bit of peonies in it, just soft, staying power, amazing, but just soft and feminine and just, you just smell good. So this one, definitely worth it. I love it. I have been wearing it every day. This is probably like my everyday fragrance that I have just been using all the time. And then my other favorite is this Signature by Mont Blanc. I love it so much. I have it in 3 different sizes. I have these sample sizes everywhere. I use them all the time. And then I have the mini size, which is a travel size. And I just love this fragrance. I'm going to show you guys how cute it is. This is the packaging. It's all white. And then it has the Mont Blanc written on it. And this one smells divine. Probably one of the fragrances that I get the most compliments on is this Mont Blanc. This one is Signature. It's the first female fragrance from Mont Blanc, and it is exclusive to Nordstrom, so you do have to get it from Nordstrom. And this is one of the fragrances that you can buy blindly because it is amazing. It's everything. So we have come to the end. Like I mentioned, top 21 products for 2022. Everything will be linked in the description box down below. So if there's anything that you're interested in picking up, I will have it directly linked. You can click the link and it will take you directly to the products. All right, guys, we have come to the end of the video and it's time to say goodbye. Okay, so be sure to let me know in the comments what were some of your favorite products from 2021 that you have repurchased, that you have been loving, and that I should try that I did not mention. So please be sure to share that in the comments below. And you guys, you already know, if you weren't subscribed and you made it this far, then please take some time to hit the subscribe button down below. And while you're there, turn on your notification bells to be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure having you join me today, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.